This is Coda Territory Sports, sponsored by the Box Event Center.
Good evening, everybody. The Rush pulled the trigger on a trade today, acquiring forward Patrick Polino from Allen for forward Tyler Burney. Polino is a veteran who has played 4 seasons in the ECHL, racking up 160 points in 225 games. The Rush returns to the ice tomorrow night as it plays the first of 3 home games against Iowa. The Class A Girls State Basketball Tournament tips off in Spearfish tomorrow. Mahpiya Luta has racked up a perfect 22-0 record en route to earning the number 3 seed. The Crusaders will take on Wagner in tomorrow night's opening round with tip-off scheduled for 7:45. Now, Mahpiya Luta has multiple prolific scorers and can also play some stifling defense. This marks the 2nd straight year the Crusaders have qualified for state, and Matt Rama's team is led by a strong group of seniors.
But those 4 have really set the tone. You know, they've really set the tone that they understand it's their senior year, that they got to bring it every game, they got to bring it every practice, because there's no do-overs. So feel very lucky to have those 4 girls and excited for them at the end of the year.
I'd say we know who's hot and we feed them, and it kind of gets the game going and getting the rest of all 4 of us going. And without that, if we just focus on one girl, then we kind of all flat. But once we start off good, then we're good.
I've watched lots of teams not make it or not win, right? They don't win the whole thing. But the thing should still be the journey. The journey should be the experience, the journey, regardless of the result, the journey should be their memory. And so we just want to win the game that's next up. That's what we're going to focus on.
Now, the AA Girls State Basketball Tournament tips off tomorrow at the Monument. For the 2nd straight season, the Spearfish girls have qualified for state. The 5th-seeded Spartans have won 12 games in a row and have an overall record of 17-4. Spearfish will match up with Stevens in tomorrow's opening round, with tip-off scheduled for 1:45. The 4th-seeded Raiders enter state with a strong 16-5 mark. The 2 teams did play way back on December 28th, with Stevens winning a tight game at 55-52. Rapid City's Cooper Bowman has been optioned from the Reds back to the athletics organization. Bowman was selected by Cincinnati in the Rule 5 draft. The former Post 22 standout went 3 for 25 with 4 RBI and 3 steals in spring training games. Cooper played last season at the AA and AAA level in the A's organization. We have some playoff hockey tonight as the Badlands Sabres host Helena for Game 1 of their best-of-3 series. The Sabres finished up the regular season by picking up a pair of victories against Sheridan last weekend to secure a playoff spot. The Bighorns turned in an incredible regular season, going 41-4-2. The puck drops at 7:05 over at the Roosevelt Ice Arena, and I'll have highlights for you coming up tonight at 9 and 10 o'clock. Nothing like playoff hockey. Should be fun tonight. If you want to see some good hockey, head over to the Roosevelt Ice Arena. Badlands Sabres and Helena Bighorns. Helena's 41-4-2. Very impressive regular season for them. College basketball this afternoon at the Mountain West Tournament. Wyoming comes up on the short end, falling to San Jose State 66-61. That's a look at sports. We'll be right back.